Hi everyone, this is Neel Raithatha, consultant audiologist and director of earwax. Thank you for joining me in my latest video using the iClearScope. Now this is quite an old video. I'm just going through my archive. I've got so many videos to upload and I thought I'll just start from the latest date. So this is almost a year ago now. And this patient has a very unusually shaped ear canal, and you'll see that in its full glory, if you like, once I remove this plug. They also suffer from otitis externa, more laterally in the outer cartilaginous third. They've been to the doctor, they've actually seen by ENT as well, and they've tried various different types of ointment, sprays, creams, but to no avail. So the main thing for this patient is to avoid water entering their ear. Now, you may notice that the colour and the speed is slightly different to my usual videos. And that's because at this time, I was developing a brand new light source. So the light source is what we attach to the wax scope or the endoscope. And the light travelling up the light source then travels through some fibre optics within the endoscope and the wax scope into the ear, so it's what illuminates the ear, and the light source also doubles up as a handle. So this particular light source, the bulb color temperature is slightly more red. Now we can adjust it slightly on the app. In addition, this light source, it was extremely powerful, and normally that's a good thing. The more powerful the light source, the better, but it was so bright that I had to then reduce the brightness and exposure on our earwax app, which is the app that we use on the smartphone. And when you reduce the exposure too low, I think, I'm not an expert when it comes to cameras and phones, etc., but I think that slows down the quickens up the shutter speed. Was it the other way around? I'm just trying to get it in my head. Well, one way or the other, I think it speeds up the shutter speed, and therefore the camera, the video itself seems really, really quick to me anyway. Now, if you're watching, you may not really notice, but because I'm doing the procedure each and every single day, I can notice these subtle differences. Over time, my eyes would have got used to that, of course, but I didn't particularly like the kind of design of this light source, so I ended up making some modifications. I actually reduced the brightness on the bulb, which also then means there's less heat being dissipated from the light source. We also made the light source a bit smaller and lighter compared to this particular design. So yeah, I just thought I'll highlight that just in case you guys notice a bit of a difference. You may not. Now, this wax and skin, there's a bit of skin on the periphery here. It's extremely stubborn and it's adhered to the posterior canal wall. So to remove the plug, I have to detach this. And you'll see once I remove this, the whole plug is mobilized and I'm able to extract it from the ear. Because of their otitis externa, they've got a bit of edema, swelling at the entrance of the ear. So I'm having to use the endoscope to dilate and distend open the ear canal to gain access. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't probably be able to get the suction probe in. And quite often when you've got edema, swelling of the ear canal, and you introduce a suction probe, the fluid in the cells that's causing the swelling edema, it gets attracted to the suction power, and ultimately that causes the canal to collapse. Fortunately, it didn't happen here. So now that I've detached that stubborn piece of wax and skin off the posterior canal wall, it's going to make it easier to wriggle this out. I'm just going up and down, left and right, little wriggle movements, because the plug of wax is enveloped by some skin, and that skin is still semi-adherent to the canal wall. So I'm doing this rocking motion, and managed to remove that. That's just right in front of the camera. So I'm going to re-enter, and you'll see this. The ear canal, the width is actually greater than the height. Normally it's the way around, so it's got this kind of inverted oval shape. The patient said that their ears have always been like that, so it's very likely it's just their genetics. Anatomically, they're born with that. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well.